factor on.
Or is that Dave going to turn into a blunt if he don't put that motherfucking cup down? Or fans express concern for the health of the 500-pound rapper Dave Blunts. Oh my God. Leave a like and sub. Show some love.
Believed to be about 500 plus pounds. Some of his live
Damn.
performances have gone viral after he's been seen seated for the majority of the show and even
Oh
using
my
oxygen
God.
on stage. Rapper Snoop Dogg shared a video of Blunt's on Instagram urging him to put down the chicken wings. Here's what Blunt has to say at a
Oh, he
recent
said put
show
down the
about
chicken
Snoop's
wings?
comments.
Hey, Chicago, do y'all have a problem with me sitting down on this stage? Exactly. Get Snoop Dogg.
Wow. Despite Blunt's trying to play it off, viewers have been worried for the rapper's health. Joining us to talk about it, personal trainer Dale Lynn Settle and Factor digital producer Ajibola Buduran. Glad
What?
to have you both here on the Factor.
I know
So,
they did
Aji, what
not
did
do
they
this.
say
They
on
made a
social
whole
media about
segment
this?
about this guy.
Your thoughts?
I mean, so the main person that we saw talking about it was Snoop Dogg, and he was kind of giving a piece of advice, but if you know anybody who struggles with their weight, they don't always want to hear it. So I think that...
Did he deliver that message wrong? Because I remember you telling me Snoop tried to help him out in the meeting. But then I read, put down the chicken wings. That's kind of insulting also.
Definitely, I think definitely, but I think the whole thing around Dave Blunt is, I think a big part of his identity is his weight. I think there's a lot of rappers around. There's not many 500-pound rappers. So even him going on stage, sitting down and performing, I know there were videos of him after one of his performances, people saying that he looked like he was going to pass out. I think that the more people talk about it, whether it's considered positive or negative, it gives him more publicity and like more attention to his show and to what he does. So I think in some ways, him being the size that he is, people are fascinated seeing somebody his size perform, whether they're standing up or sitting down. So I think that kind of plays a role into it.
And do you think he's getting the message at all? Obviously, you want to put that shield, that armor on to protect you from public criticism. But could he still be getting
Is that his defense team? What is he trying to say here? Is he saying that, like, it's okay for him to be 500 pounds? It's his brand? Like,
the
it's
message
America.
and at some point quietly working behind the scenes to try and change himself?
You know, in a lot of ways, that the only person who can answer that is himself, because up until this point, he's always kind of played on his weight. So he even in his songs
That's
and
his
other things he
meal
talk
ticket.
about, like he talks about this. You did that on purpose?
No, I did not. I did not.
Or
Meal ticket.
he said that's his meal ticket. That's, yeah.
All right, Dale Lynn, your thoughts about this and seeing him at 500 plus pounds on the stage. And we don't know if it's a gimmick, but also with an oxygen tank there. Your thoughts about that?
I mean,
and you've had your journey. You've lost 100 plus pounds.
Right, I lost 145 pounds. And to his point about, you know, the people being receptive, first of all, he's 23. He's really young to be this heavy. And the first person I thought about was the late rapper Big Pun. He's a similar size. I think Big Pun was like 28 when he passed away. So it's actually really serious, and I don't think he's really taking it seriously. I think that he's kind of playing around with his health. One of the things that makes me nervous when I see it is the overexertion that he's doing to himself. Even though he's sitting down, it takes a lot of energy to rap, to sing, and I think that was kind of what Snoop was kind of referring to. Do I think that he said it in the right way? No. Somebody that struggled with weight, I would not have received it well. Somebody telling me to put down the chicken wing. So, but I think his intentions were there because he knows himself how hard it is to, you know, exert that much energy. So I think he's actually doing more harm than good.
Do you think at some point he will get the message, though, that my health, no matter what people say?
So, no matter how someone is trying to help you, no matter how you hear it or deliver it, you're not going to hear it right at that point, because his whole identity is based off him being obese. So the minute you don't like it, you don't like him. You don't like everything that he stands for or how it even exists. So it's like, damn. So if Dave Blunt gets skinny, we're gonna lose his appeal. This is crazy. Like, if he works on himself, which is not, it's gonna probably take, I don't know how much of a difference we could see in a year. Like, with the best equipment in the world, it'll probably take like 2, 3 years to see like a real difference. But golly, yo, that's crazy.
What they think, I need to change what I'm doing. Despite the publicity that came to him, like Aji said, getting publicity because he is overweight.
You know, that's a really good question because there's one or two things can happen. He can actually, the light bulb can go off. Most of my clients, and even myself, we have these aha moments, right? Where the light bulb goes off. For me, it was losing my 34-year-old sister literally to an aortic dissection. That was enough for me to get my 300-pound self, you know, up off the couch. But for some people, it's not enough. So one or two things can happen. He can have that aha moment, or it could be too late. And so it's really up to him to decide, like, what he's going to do.
And in a situation like that, can we just say, stop eating, go exercise, or will it take surgeries and other?
I have had clients that are 462 pounds get down to 240, 250, and so I've seen it done. It's taken about 18 months to happen, so I've seen it done. I've experienced natural weight loss, so I know it's possible. It's just going to depend on the team of people that are around him and, you know, his willpower. How bad does he want it?
All right. And Sonora says, our producer says, Big Pun was over 700 pounds.
Impressive.
Golly, Big Pun?
Luxurious amenities.
Let me Google Big Pun. Big Pun was over 700 pounds. Oh my God. No way. What if we were only wearing baggy clothes because the biggest rappers at the time were fat and big? That's crazy. 700 pounds, bro. He had to be moving in music videos, though. What the heck? He seemed like he was moving. Like he was way more active than Dave Blunt. Dave Blunt's not moving around.